Hi, my name is Sorana. I was born in the city of Klausenburg in Romania, and today I'm going to teach you how to make mamaliga. Mamaliga is one of my favorite dishes, very easy to make. You can have it with a stew, you can have it milky, and today because of Shavuot, I'm going to show you the milky version. We need the following ingredients. We need the cornmeal, which is coarse, so it's not flour. And as long as it doesn't have any other ingredients, it's kosher. You can buy it in any East European shop. We need boiled water, salt, and then later on we will add butter. And once we present the polenta, then we can mix it with different type of cheeses. And never forget the sour cream is very important. Some people will say mamaliga is not an easy dish to make perfectly, to come out the way it should. But because I make it for so many years, I have a tip for you. You use 1 measure of polenta meal, the coarse flour, and you add 3 measures of water. So obviously, if you have a larger family, if you want to make it your main meal, you will use a larger unit. Or if you want to have it just as a side dish, I would say 1 cup for a family of 3 or 4 should be enough. Again, the secret is you don't need necessarily measuring cup. Whatever unit you use to measure the flour, which again has to be coarse, so you're going to get some textures once the polenta is made. So the same unit you will use for water, and you just have to add again 1 unit of corn to 3 units of already boiled water. The cornmeal, which again has to be coarse, it can't be too fine. We need to put that in the pot. Then we are going to add the salt. I would say almost a teaspoon, but that's again very important. If you're going to serve it with a meaty dish, which is a bit more salty, then you don't need to make the cornmeal too salty. But then if you're going to serve it with cottage cheese, obviously the cornmeal has to be a bit more salty. So you'll have to taste it and see how much salt you need to add. So what we have here, we have the salt and the corn. We are just going to mix it a little bit so the salt goes everywhere. And then we are going to add the boiled water. Again, 3 measures, 3 measures to your 1 unit of cornmeal. No matter the size, always 3 measures. 1, 2, and the last one. You can never be wrong using this type of measuring. Cook this over medium heat, but be ready, a volcanic eruption is about to start. Keep stirring at all times. When it's about to splash, then please cover it and reduce the heat. Once it starts splashing, by the way, it's bad. And this can burn, you have no idea, literally to the bone. Here we go. Once you cover the pot, if you need to stir again mamaliga, what you will do, you will reduce the heat, wait for a few seconds, and then stir, bring back the lid, and then increase the temperature. So I've reduced the heat as I need to stir again. I'm removing the cover. Be very careful again. It's very, very hot. And then you want to stir again. How do you know when it's ready? That is a very tricky question. Once you know how mamaliga should taste like, it's very easy because you can taste it. But if you don't, it will harden up, and then when you'll see, I'll show you, it comes very nicely off the wall of the pot. When it hardens up, you can actually remove the cover and just stir it, because it's not going to splash anymore, because it basically hardens up. As you can see, it's starting to be ready, because the meal, the mamaliga, comes together off the wall of the pot. You see, I have no residual on the wall of the pot. That means that it's almost ready. Mamaliga, you can't actually overcook. Obviously, it can burn, so you have to mix at all times. But if you are unsure if it's ready, just add another 5-10 minutes of cooking. If you're going to ask me how long it takes, I would say it will take around 20 minutes to make it, no matter the quantity, because again, you are like making the same mix no matter what. but always taste it. You shouldn't be able to feel the coarse anymore. And again, the mamaliga should come very nicely off the wall. Quantity wise, I would say this is nice for 2 people as a main meal, or 4 people as a side dish. Because this is corn, this is a great gluten-free alternative for your meals. And if you want to serve it to your children, it's great with cold milk. So you just get a slump of the mamaliga and then you put cold milk on top, and it's delicious. Finally, our mamaliga is ready. As you can see, it's coming easily away from the walls. It's harder and it's together. At the end, as a tip, as you turn off the stove, you will add a little bit of butter, and that will give a beautiful texture to your mamaliga. So we added the butter. We're just going to mix till the butter melts. The stove is off, and then we are going to plate the mamaliga. Great, it's time to serve our mamaliga. You can use cottage cheese, which is my personally favorite, or you can use any type of grated cheese like mozzarella, cheddar, any cheese that melts actually. Let's do this. We are going to do this one in layers. So first we are going to put the mamaliga before it's getting cold. We're literally going to place it in the serving plate. 1 layer of mamaliga. Be careful, it's hot. It might not look great, but it tastes amazing. Great. So, because of Shavuot, we are going to go nuts on cheese, which means we are going to use cottage cheese and grated cheese and the lovely sour cream. Let's try. One layer of cottage cheese. Don't forget, this is going to get hot because of the mamaliga. And we are going to use some grated cheese. Yummy, yummy. It depends how much cheese you like. I love my cheese. Here we go. And then you're going to add the rest of the mamaliga on top, which is going to melt your cheese. Also be aware, once the mamaliga is not cooking anymore, it gets colder and it becomes harder. So it's not so easy to, play with. Now you're going to put sour cream on top. And nicely all over. So again, we have few layers. We have first mamaliga, then your favorite cheese, melting type of cheese, and on top you're gonna have plenty of sour cream, and then you're gonna enjoy Shavuot in a different style. That's it. This is our mamaliga. Bete avon.